Hello and welcome. So, the Architects of Intelligence Compendium for 2026 makes this really bold claim right from the start. It says AI isn't just a tool, it's an ecosystem. And today, we're going to unpack that exact idea. We're not just exploring the brain of artificial intelligence, but the whole interconnected system that allows a machine to actually think. So let's get started.
So we're kicking things off with an idea that's pretty simple, but also really powerful. The future that we've all spent decades imagining, from science fiction, it's not just on the horizon anymore. It's here. It's quietly becoming a part of the fabric of our everyday lives.
And the Compendium makes a fantastic point right away. This isn't just some dry academic exercise. No, it's about understanding the very real technology that surrounds us every single day. So our goal here is to get right to the heart of it. How do machines actually simulate human thought?
And it's really not hard to see why this is so relevant. I mean, from the smart devices in our homes, that's the Internet of Things, to the files we can just pull up from anywhere using the cloud, all the pieces are already around us. And of course, tools like ChatGPT have put the incredible power of advanced AI literally into our hands.
Which brings us to the core question of this entire explainer. We can see what these systems do, right? But how? How do they do it? How does a collection of circuits and code manage to learn and reason and even create? Well, that's what we're here to find out.
Okay, so to answer that big question, we first need to get on the same page. What do we even mean by intelligence when we're talking about AI? What is the I in AI, really?
At its very core, artificial intelligence is so much more than just a field of computer science. It's like a grand project. The goal here isn't just to make machines faster, but to make them smarter in a way that actually mirrors our own cognitive abilities. The ultimate ambition is to simulate thought itself.
Now, what's so interesting here is how it all breaks down. It's not just one single thing. First, it's about trying to mimic the process of how we think. Second, and this is absolutely crucial, it's about learning. So it's not just being programmed, it's adapting based on new data. And finally, it's about using all that learned knowledge to replicate the really complex, often subtle act of human decision-making.
But this incredible field didn't just pop up out of thin air. It was dreamed up and then built by some true pioneers. So let's rewind a bit, go back to the beginning, and meet one of the original architects who really set the stage for all of this.
Yeah, we have to go all the way back to the mid-20th century to find where this idea really began. A computer scientist named John McCarthy, well, he did a lot more than just come up with the term artificial intelligence. At a time when computers were basically seen as giant calculators, he was championing this truly revolutionary goal, to build a machine that could actually think.
And this quote just brilliantly captures his vision. See, McCarthy wasn't just thinking about faster calculations, he was dreaming of machines that could fundamentally reason and tackle problems with the same kind of ingenuity that humans have. That original idea, that ambitious spark, is still what drives the entire field today. It's amazing.
Okay, so from that foundational dream, where are we now? Today's AI is unbelievably powerful, but as the Compendium argues, it doesn't work alone. It actually exists within this dynamic, interconnected ecosystem.
So, here's the crucial point. The AI, the brain, is just one piece of a much larger body. For it to function effectively in our world, it needs senses to perceive what's going on, and it needs a memory to store everything it learns.
This lays out that whole ecosystem perfectly. It all starts with the senses. Think of all the IoT devices, from your smartwatch to a traffic camera, constantly gathering data from the real world. That data then flows into the cloud, which acts as this huge organized memory. And then finally, the AI serves as the brain, analyzing all that information to make intelligent decisions. It's this seamless loop of senses, memory, and brain that makes modern AI so incredibly powerful.
And that brings us to our final section. We've seen where AI came from and we've seen how it works today as a whole system. So, the big question is, what does all this mean for tomorrow?
It's really kind of remarkable when you just step back and look at the whole journey. I mean, what started as this conceptual goal back in the 1950s, a vision held by architects like John McCarthy, has now become a powerful, world-changing reality. They basically laid the foundation, and now we're all living in the house they designed.
And this leaves us with a final and pretty crucial question to think about. We design these machines to think like us. So as they get better and better at it, what's left for us? What becomes our unique role in a world that's more and more filled with artificial intelligence? That's definitely something to chew on. Thanks so much for joining me for